Hi, my name is Michelle McClellan. I'm the designer at the Hunt Club Lazy Boy store.
My name is Zaina. I'm the interior designer at Lazy Boy Canada.
The project today is the Bell Media Green Room. It was a really fun project for all the designers. We had a lot of freedom recreating this space.
There was one time where they were mentioning that this is a very dated space that they are thinking that they want to use and build it more as a green room or a lounge that they can use for filming and doing different stuff. And they've been thinking about that for years.
So the inspiration for this project really was where this building is located. It's located in the heart of the Byward Market. The other interesting thing about this building, it used to be a shopping mall. So there actually is like an atrium or skylight right through the whole building. So I really wanted you to feel when you're in the space that you were still part of the Byward Market, either on a patio or at a coffee shop having a coffee.
Staff can lounge and relax on their downtime. If there's any social events, they will use the space for, and that was part of the requirement of how to use it. A coffee bar was the main big deal of what to do it, which was a big inspiration in the design, and it was a main focal in the whole furniture layout, which made the space looks really amazing.
The client really wanted to incorporate this brick they had seen at one of our newly renovated stores. It's like an antique brick, and also that helped to bring that Byward Market vibe into the space. They wanted it to have different types of seating where people, if they had work to do on their computer, they could sit down in a corner, be by themselves, or if it was a big group of people, the space could expand and accommodate a lot of people. So the design process was a lot of fun. The client didn't give us too many limitations. They wanted us to be creative as possible. We had limitations because there were sprinklers in the system and the ceiling height. But other than that, keeping the fire exit opens, they were pretty on board with any ideas we could come up with, which was awesome. So when I was designing the space, my main goal was to create as many architectural features in the space because it was a big space. It's like 40 feet wide, and with that low ceiling, it just read really long and low. So I wanted to create as many vertical architectural features as I could, just to give the feeling that that ceiling was higher than it actually is, but also to create interest in the space. The client really wanted the furniture to be as durable as possible. So if people were having pizza or coffee in this space, or children and spilt something, it really was indestructible. So the fabrics I chose and leather I chose really are indestructible. I used eye-clean fabrics and leather that can be cleaned.
Yeah, the light was very poor. So we had to thought also of how to make it brighter. So bringing all the lights down from the dark ceiling, bringing that hidden light from behind the couches into the shiplap between the bricks. So we had to build extra walls to make it more interesting and add more details.
I really wanted to show off Lazy Boy furniture in this space. So I used stationary sofa, reclining chairs, swivel glider chairs, and bar stools in the coffee bar area. I wanted people to come in and sit on the Lazy Boy furniture and be surprised, A, it was Lazy Boy, but I also wanted it to have a modern industrial look. So the look is very modern, but it has that industrial feeling also, which gives it the coziness and warmth. I also introduced a lot of patterns and colors and textures. The brick is definitely a texture. I used the vertical shiplap again to give vertical illusion to the space. And the textures and color was the warm, luxurious cognac leather, contrasting with the black and patterned chairs. And the floor was introducing a warm wood, and also the coffee bar has the warm wood, as do the bar stools. The biggest challenge really was the ceiling height. Like if you saw it before, it's such a low ceiling. So the one concept that we came up with was to paint it black. So it basically disappeared, but it also gives the illusion that it's a lot higher than it is. I introduced these factory-looking windows. They're faux factory windows, but they really help to divide the space again and to divide the space from the atrium to this. But still, visually, you could look out and look in. And that was kind of a priority for the client. They wanted to be able to film in this area, bring their cameras in if people were here and easily film there, but not feel like it was a closed off space. So it really does feel like it's part of the atrium and part of this building. I really love the overall look. It really did come out looking like that modern industrial look. And I love the leather luxurious sofa that we used. It's really comfortable, but it's timeless also. So I love all the textures like the brick and the shiplap and the vertical batten board that we used in this space.
It's hard to say there's one favorite piece. The overall is a vision. It's always about a complete room, but I should say like that entryway with that big brick wall and the opening and the coffee bar and the Lazy Boy logo on the top, making it really welcoming to say like welcome to Lazy Boy Lounge. And yeah, it's the whole vision, it's the whole image that was very successful, and it's exactly what we wanted to achieve.
So this was a fun project and we really enjoyed doing it. And like all the projects that we do for customers, we love a good challenge. Just see the before pictures of this space and then to see the after pictures is pretty awesome. But that's what we do every day. We help people to transform their spaces from an everyday looking space into something extraordinary.